Hey, my wonderful Leo Divine Feminine Placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you with your extended October Tarotscope. I can't believe we're in October. I apologize, this is uploading a little bit late, but I trust there is a reason and we're going to get into it. When I was channeling for you, Leos, what was coming in was the image of a waterfall, just like the full thing. Like first it was the top of the waterfall, like going really fast, and then the bottom of like it hitting rocks and like everything coming up. This wasn't like some peaceful distant waterfall. This was like a full like whoosh, whoosh. And I kind of feel like that is the energy of October for you. Can you really release that floodgate within you? I know you are a fixed sign placement, so you can get very fixed in the energy with which you're used to, right? Whatever that might be, your beliefs, your ideas, your friendships, your partnerships, etc. And so tap in with that this month, because I feel like the universe is like, you got to release. If you're not going to release, you're going to be stuck here. And the second Mercury went direct to Virgo, which made our communication a lot better, right? You probably were feeling better at the beginning of this month. But the 3rd through the 8th, through tomorrow, Pluto is direct in Capricorn, which is bringing up the deepest buried parts of ourselves. Like, what do we really want, and are we willing to work for it, to fight for it? Because if you can't do that, you're not going to get real change in your life. And tonight, as I do this reading, it's the 7th. And we are building up to the Aries full moon on the 9th. Aries energy is I am energy. And I want you to really channel this, Divine Feminines. I am worthy of consistent communication. I am worthy of a response to my text message. I am worthy of commitment. I am worthy of passion. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of financial abundance. Whatever it is you're trying to call in. I am worthy of a connection where I have sex and also have emotional vulnerability and availability. I am worthy. Tap in with that. Now, as this Aries full moon sits in Libra season, this is also about balance and duality, right? So it's asking ourselves, okay, we're not trying to do I versus we. We're trying to balance out both, okay? And so ask yourself, have you been trying to do that? Many of you have, right? You've been trying to understand someone else's perspective, and you've been really giving patience and grace and being very kind. And that's beautiful. But if you're doing it at the expense of your own personal needs, this full moon will rock you. It will require you tap in and understand you need to take your power back. You need to own it. You need to sit in that and say, no, I matter too. Look to the future here. Many of you pull back. Knight of Wands. Sorry, I'm using my gold foil tarot deck. I just, for whatever reason, Leo and Virgo's source was like, you're using the gold. So again, maybe you're having dreams about gold things, or gold objects are powerful for you this month. Gold is also very protective, okay? If you have dreams of gold in any way, that's a big sign. You might also just have gold jewelry, or like, it doesn't even have to be real gold, but just like harnessing the energy of that color, okay? That's also like the yellow of the crown chakra, right? Maybe some of you having crown chakra activation this month, or wanting to access that. And so with this full moon in Aries, yeah, I love this. Hand of God confirming, Ace of Pentacles. The way I read tarot in my deck, this is always been my agreement with Source. This is Hand of God, yellow brick road leads to new earth. And this can be abundance, prosperity, money. You have it coming for you. But why are you holding on to these past connections? Why are you holding on to these past people that are never going to give it to you? What part of you believes that you're only worthy of the bare minimum? What part of you believes that, and why? And really walk through that shadow from now until likely Tuesday, Wednesday, the 10th or so, 11th, with this full moon energy. Release. Be like, I am worthy. Channel that frustration, that anger that comes up from what? Not being chosen, from being entertained. Be like, no, I am the prize. I'm not going to be somebody that's with somebody that thinks they can entertain other options. I am the option. I am Aries energy. I am, right? And if you can't see yourself as the option, the it thing, then nobody else will either. And they'll always be choosing other people. And so I just feel like feminine energy, especially with this full moon, really tap into that. The Two of Wands again. Look at this. This comes out again. This is someone looking to new earth, looking to the future. This wand, their past, they're like, this person's not even looking over their shoulder. Their entire body is like, it's gone. It's gone. I'm not even thinking about it. And I don't care if you feel energy coming in, whatever it is, that is how you need to be. Stoic in your energy. I'm not responding. I'm not engaging in that energy. Because you know, like I know, it's imbalanced as fuck, right? Six of Pentacles reversed. You were over giving to someone, and this person doesn't give anything back to you, right? What do they give back to you? Are they reaching out to you in times of illness? Are they reaching out to you when you're going through difficult things in your life? Or are they only reaching out when they want to screw you? Let's be honest. Or when they themselves are going through weak moments and now want to take your energy to get through that and then run again. The Hangman here. I know it's hard. You're in that place of suspension. This is an uncomfortable position to be in where you're like full surrender to the universe. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're really uncomfortable this month. And the universe with that crown chakra activation too is like, stop overthinking it. Allow the emotions to pour over. Allow the waterfall of any emotion, anger, sadness, sexual energy, whatever it might be. Allow it to flow forth out of you and channel it on your own. Don't take this out on others. Focus on doing it on your own, okay? And if you want help with that, I'm happy to do a client reading with you. I'm happy to discuss some healthy ways to channel these energies that you're feeling. Gingermama.com with the 3 A's is a great way to get in touch with me or book. But I'm telling you right now, this is some energy, and you really need to be mindful of what you're doing and why you're doing it. You need to be running away, the Chariot, quickly. Forward progress, like embracing your dark and light, and stop waiting on someone to catch up with you. How long have you been in these dynamics of waiting for a family, a friend, as anyone, a lover to catch up with you? No. You're not going to wait, because if you wait, then you're wasting your own life, your own human experience. You just keep going forward. All right? The 14th through the 22nd, we have Venus in Libra, trine Saturn in Aquarius, and Mercury is also in Libra. This is a beautiful time, by the way, to have conversations, especially with romantic partners. And we're going to shift, okay? So as you're doing that release, I don't care, and then you're going to feel really good, like, yeah, I let it go. But then many of them might be coming back in. This is your cue to really ask yourself, why is this person back in my life? Do I want this cycle back in my life? What would it take for me to feel safe in this cycle? And if you're getting, I don't care, text, phone call, email, and you're sitting there like, oh great, I want to surrender to this. Like, yay, they're back. I would pause. I wouldn't do that. I would be very balanced and diplomatic in the way you handle this. And I would say something, the star reverse, they did not see you as a star. They didn't see you as worthy. They might have said, I don't feel worthy of this connection. But in reality, they didn't see you as worthy of them. But now, for some reason, they do. And so if I were you, I would own that energy. Don't doubt yourself here. Don't doubt yourself. Own that energy of pushing back. Well, it's great to hear from you. But as I said before, I'd really like to have a committed connection with you. And again, if they're running, ghosting, this is done. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to get real with yourself. I know you're dying for romance, and there could be here. This cycle could complete the world upright. You could have a brand new cycle in love and romance, but only if you're upholding those boundaries. If you're taking them back and you're doubting yourself and you're not speaking clearly what it is that you want, and you're still like, oh, they're back, I'll just be friends for a little while, then you're going to repeat the cycle that you just got out of. Do you understand? This Libra energy asks for us to be diplomatic and say, okay, I'm going to uphold that I am energy and respect the we energy of freedom, right? And understand that it's not all about me. However, in the past, I've made it nothing about me and all about you. And now this is going to come up to equal playing field. This person's got to come down from that obsessive I am, it's all about me energy down to balance. And you better be coming up. Do you understand? Like, that is the duality here within these connections. The 23rd is Scorpio season kicking off. And let me tell you, Scorpio season, I feel like is either going to be this really big rebirth in a lot of connections, and they're going to move forward grounded in 3D. Or it's going to be this energy of like, what did you not address? Yeah, like the Ten of Swords here. What did you not address? King of Swords. Did you allow, I cannot make this up, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Leo placements. Did you allow, especially the week prior, this masculine energy to come back in and talk to you for a minute and not state clearly what it is you want? And if they weren't willing to do it, pull completely back. Not commit. Did you allow them to do that? Because you're going to be feeling like energetic death in Scorpio season. You have to tell the truth. No, I want to talk to you. And ask for clarity around any lies or shady behavior. If they refuse to look you in the eyes and speak to you about the connection and be honest, they are lying about something. Your intuition is correct. Absolutely, it's correct. And so if you're not willing to voice that, unlock your throat chakra and do that, then you're going to struggle. Okay? But I'm just telling you, many of them are lying about other options. And you might be lying to yourself about your ability to find other options. Why are you so hung up on this one skin suit of a person, right? You've got to fully detach. And when we talk about detachment, we have to fully get in the place of like, okay, it's the energy, the connection I felt that I love and crave and desire. And okay, God, universe, source, creator, if it comes back in that healed person, okay. But if it comes in a totally new person that looks totally different, I'm cool with that too. What I am craving, desiring, and calling in is a healed, awoke connection that is conscious, right? That is balanced in duality. And I am not going to get picky about the skin suit it comes in. Because many of you, you're just familiar with that person, so that's why you like it. But you, Empress, Divine Feminine, you have multiple options. You do. But it's like you're ignoring those other options because you're still hoping it's that other option. No. I'm sorry to tell you, but like this journey is a lot of the narcissist empath paradigm here. And very rarely do narcissists really change. And I know you don't want to view them in that way, but the more you're around them, the more you will see how much it's mirrored and how that really is the case. And it is painful. It is tower moment after tower moment. But again, I feel like the universe is like, stop hiding from this and allow the waterfall to overflow of the anger, of the frustration, of you forgiving yourself. I cannot believe I believe this person. I can't believe I fell for the sob story. Really call it in. Really access it. That fire energy, by the way, Leos, Aries, full moon, that's fire energy. Shake a water bottle, punch the pillow, dance it out, rage it out, get upset by this. This person is a total, manipulator at this point, unless they're going to show you otherwise. And you're sitting here in great karma, judgment upright. The world, though, this new cycle is for you. Protect your energy, rebirth yourself. That Scorpio season energy on the 23rd. And then on the 25th in Scorpio season, we have the new moon and solar eclipse. And the solar eclipse is literally saying, who do you want to be and what is stopping you? And so many of you, it's like you know who you want to be, but what's stopping you is you holding on to the idea that this other person might come back. 10 of Cups. For some reason, you don't believe that you could do this and be happy and have a great life with or without them. Without them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like you've got to let go. You're going to have this no matter what, the 10 of Cups. You're going to have this. This ultimate fairy tale that you want. But you cannot keep telling the universe it has to be this person, or therefore you're trying to control the universal current. And you're also creating restriction within that energetic dynamic. Does that make sense? Look at this. Queen of Wands in the middle. Fire sign energy. You have love, whether it's a soulmate, twin flame. You have your happily ever after. And likely you could have more clarity about this by the end of the month. With these cards coming out. That's amazing. But like earlier in the month, you better be pushing that energy away so that they feel it on the back end and getting rid of anyone, look at this, who's in negative karma or lying or shady or critical. Does that make sense? This is an interesting reading. Like, this is one of the readings that has the most like potential for like love this month. But I feel like it's this feeling of like you've got to surrender how or when or who it is, and then just let source bring it to you, okay? Okay? Because many of you are lying to yourself, thinking that it's a certain past person, and it's not. That past marriage, that past situationship, like, no, that's a shady energy. And I know you don't want to see it, but like, write it down, get real with yourself. What did this person say? Did they tell you, oh, we're soulmates, we're twin flames, whatever, and then they fucking ran off with other people? If they really understood the definition of a soulmate or a twin flame, they would never have hurt you like that, right? How many other people do you think they say that to? I mean, that's the twisted part. When you really break it down that way, and you're like, yeah, they told me this, but holy fucking shit. How many other people did they tell that to? Yeah, that's that waterfall, right? Let it pour out. This card will not, it flipped out again. They lied to you, whoever you're thinking of. And I'm sorry, and I know that's painful. If you want more clarity, we can do a personal reading, but I'm telling you right now, you've got to channel this rage. You've got to channel it and own it. And you're going to feel better by the end of the month. But if you cannot fully release and detach, you're going to stay in that same cycle. And you're really going to feel weaker and weaker. And you don't want that, okay? I love all of you. This reading feels very intense compared to some of my other divine feminines. I know fixed sign placements are really going through it. I'd like to remind you that by March, you're going to have a big break here in whatever it is you're going through. That is Aries season. So what you're doing here halfway through the zodiac wheel with the Aries full moon in Libra directly affects where you will be in Aries season next year. So if you're going to hold on and not let go, that's where you'll be in that energy. If you're going to let go and choose you, then where you'll be in 6 months will be a totally different you. Trust me, where I was last year at this time than where I was in April, and now it keeps growing and growing. So I love all of you. Have a great night. You can find more of me on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm happy to help anyone that wants to connect on gingermama.com.